What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Watch It in Action. I'm BouseFeenux, and today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new weapon, the Destreza. This is a Rapier weapon that just came out today, and I wanted to put this video up here real quick just so I can give you guys a first look at it, so in case you guys are considering buying it or anything like that, that you're well informed. The last couple weapons that have come out in the previous updates and over the last couple weeks have kind of been almost mastery fodder, but I really like this weapon, and when I saw it on the dev stream, and when I saw them, they do the concept art, and, all the stuff like that they showed us, I was actually pretty excited about it, and thankfully, I'm not let down. I mean, I've thrown a quick build on this weapon, I leveled it up, threw the stance on, and the build I threw on fit without any forma, which is always great for me. I love doing melee weapons, because most of the time, if they do require a forma, it's only one or two, and this one doesn't really require any, as far as I can tell. Now, as people play with the weapon more and they figure out more builds and stuff like that and different synergies and, maybe somebody finds out a crazy thing, that may change, but right now at the time of this video, on the day of the release of this weapon, I'm pretty happy with how this build turned out. So let's take a look at it real quick. So the weapon is primarily puncture based, which is awesome because I love puncture crit weapons. Those are always fantastic for late game. You don't have to worry about corrosive projection or anything like that, so that puncture is going to be pretty nice for you. So taking a look at the build here, we've got Berserker. So I pretty much always run Berserker on crit weapons because, in my opinion, attack speed is basically DPS for melee. You don't have stamina, you don't have to reload a melee weapon, you can just keep swinging. So the faster you can deliver strikes, essentially the more DPS you can put out. So I've got Berserker on here, I've got Fury. I usually run Fury when I run Spoiled Strike, so that's pretty nice. And you'll notice that the weapon actually has a 20% base critical chance, and then with all the crit mods, it's only got 32%. This is kind of low, and it doesn't scale very well with crit, but the cool thing about it is it attacks so fast that it doesn't really matter. The one thing that I really like about this is that they released it's got its own, unique stance that comes with it. It's a stance for Rapiers, it's called Vulpine Mask, and I think you can get it from Manic Bombards. I'm pretty sure of that. I'm not entirely positive, some of you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost 100% positive that this stance comes from Manic Bombards now, so you can find those when you're fighting Teal Rigor, stuff like that. Really cool moveset with this. It's really awesome. It's very satisfying to use. It feels like a rapier, and this weapon kind of fits in the Warframe universe. I like it a lot. So, moving on with the rest of the build here, we've got Pressure Point, just for our general melee damage. Fury, like I said, for the attack speed. Spoiled Strike for more melee damage. And then the Fury kind of balances that out. And then we've got the Berserker, which increases our attack speed whenever we get a crit. We've got two 90% elementals because this weapon has terrible status chance, which is fine. I don't really need my crit weapons to have status too. It's nice if they do, but, the crit is usually just sufficient. So, two 90% of whatever you want here. I've got Corrosive, and that works out fine for me. Then I've got True Steel for critical chance and Organ Shatter for crit damage. So, that seems to work out pretty well. The one thing with this weapon I did notice is that the slide attack has, no range at all. So if you guys are slide melee people, you might want to forma it and throw on Prime Reach in place of this Fury. It's up to you. Or any of these other mods, really. You could throw it on in place of Spoiled Strike. I don't really care. But, you might want to do that. If not, I think this build works just fine. And I want to demonstrate for you. So let's spawn some test dummies here. And we'll go ahead and jump in. And then I'll show you guys how to execute the combos here in a second. So we're just going to use our Corrupted Butchers because they're armored dudes. This is a puncture weapon. And I like fighting them. They're pretty docile. They're easy to take care of. So we're going to go ahead and confuse them here real quick with this Radial Disarm. And this right here, what I'm spamming is the right-click combo. And you'll notice that the crits are just going to start flying. And already we've got our crit damage super high, or our Berserker up there super quick. You notice how fast this weapon moves. It's just ridiculously quick. I mean, super fast attack speed, pretty decent crits. Some of them are over 6,000, so that's pretty nice. I always like seeing that. And it's just tearing through these guys like they're paper. So, of course, I'm playing Loki, super squishy, he's gonna die. But, you guys pretty much get the gist of this weapon. You kind of saw it there in the B-roll footage that I put up for you, and then, for that. But I like it. It's an impressive weapon. It does a lot. It does a lot of damage. It's fast. It's cool looking. Those are kind of my checkboxes that I usually tick. So, real quick, I want to show you guys the melee combos that we've got for this. We've got the Deceptive Lunge combo, which is just your E-spam. Then you've got your Dual Secrets, which is the right-click combo. So, taking a look at those real quick, those two, the E-spam is just 3 E's. So, like this. And then there you go. And then your right-click combo, you can just hold the right-click button down. He'll block, but if you attack with it, you'll automatically do that combo. So that's pretty nice. That's going to be the one that I'm going to be spamming a lot. Get that crit in there. Pretty cool combo. It has a slash, so it clears some, not just the dudes in front of you. It's got, hits a couple different enemies. So that's pretty nice. And then you got Assailant Guys, which is an E-pause combo. This one's kind of hard for me to actually use, but I'm going to give it a shot here. So E, and then you pause, and then you go ahead and, there we go. All the multi-strike and stuff like that, and he's got that cool backflip. So once you get used to that one's not so bad to get off. You can kind of, you know, practice that one a little bit. The E, what's the other one here? The Hidden Flourish, that's the whole one that I was doing. So the Assailant Guys, I don't think I've been able to get off yet, but that might be it? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one right there. So yeah, that's the E-pause combo. So yeah, guys, this is the Destreza. So, I mean, I like this weapon. I'm pretty excited about it. I want to see what you guys think. You can get the stance mod if you want. I don't know if I mentioned that, but you can get it for 200 and something plat from the market. It comes with the weapon, a stance mod, and a booster, which is pretty cool. So check that out, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you at the next video. Thanks for watching.